Hey, it's studio time. The Locals Lounge at Radio 94.9. Send your band submissions to Nate at radio949colorado.com.
All right, welcome back to Studio 94.9. It's the Locals Lounge at Radio 94.9. My name is Nate Wild, and I got our guests joining me today. Kinsey, Mason, Dylan, and Kaylin from the Violet Tides. Welcome, guys and gals.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking time out of your day and talking to me today. So let's start off, just introduce me and the listeners to the Violet Tides, a little bio, if you will.
All right, well, the Violet Tides was started just a few months ago. We're almost about a year in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And we are a 4-piece rock band. We play modern rock music. And
How'd you come together as these 4 people into this group?
well, it all started way long ago when my brother and I were in a summer rock camp. They put you together with some random kids to just perform a couple songs at the end of the summer. And that went on for a while, and both my brother and I, Mason, wanted to continue with that music. And so we went through a couple band members trying to figure out what worked for us, what didn't, what sound we liked, and what we didn't like. And just in, I think it was June of 2016, we met Dylan DeBoard, who is our guitar player, through our bassist, Kaylin, and we asked them all to join the band, and it kind of just exploded from there.
All right. How'd you land on like the sound that you have now?
Well, we're really big fans of a bunch of different types of music. I really like indie. My brother's into R&B and electronic music. Kaylin really likes the punk alternative.
He looks like a
sound.
punk guy.
Yeah.
He's got, for those of you listening, he's got buttons and patches and stuff and pink hair. So
Yeah, so Kaylin's really into punk, and Dylan really likes a whole mix of music, but his sound and his writing comes from 21 Pilots.
Okay.
And so we kind of wanted to mix all of our different interests together and what we were good at playing and good at writing. And, just from doing all that, we found it fit really well into this modern rock style that had some influences from outside genres. So that's
All
kinda
right.
how it came together.
Very cool. Well, let's go ahead and play a song for the people. What do you say?
I think that sounds like a plan.
All right. It's called Just Another Lie. Can you tell me about this song?
Yeah, this is one of our oldest songs, I guess you could say. And we usually end our shows with it. It's a fun one, kind of energetic. I drew influence when writing this one from bands like Rancid, kind of what I listen to, but then putting a twist on that to make it more accessible to people who wouldn't usually listen to that kind of music. So I
All
hope
right.
you guys like it.
That's interesting. It's a good strategy,
Yeah.
we'll say. Well, right on. It's the Violet Tides joining me today. Kinsey, Mason, Dylan, and Kaylin. This is called Just Another Lie. Take it away.
Okay.
Sitting still while time goes by, man,
me up, they want me on my knees.
Institutionalized, that's what they want.
I see through the lies, corruption is a front.
Whoa, people killing me, killing me, killing me, killing me, killing me. Whoa, people killing me, killing me, killing me, killing me, killing me.
It's out of the bag and I'm bringing it back, and I'm coming at you with all that I got. It's some of my thought for someone I fought for, about on the payment of the Viking Latin. The doctors, they told me my liver was shot, but lifting you die is something that was taught. It's none of your business whether or not I am living my life like I'm someone I'm not. So I'll tell you I'm fire when I'm out of my mind. Wisdom when now when I'm out of my prime. Wasting my life, but I'll always feel fine, cause a person or race is just another lie.
Whoa, wasting my life, but I feel fine. I said,
Hey!
whoa, last generation, just another lie, just another lie, just another lie.
Cool. Just another live from the Violet Tides. It's Studio 94.9, the Locals Lounge at Radio 94.9. Now, you told me some of your influences, you know, as far as like genres and 21 Pilots and Rancid. But tell me, as far as like a musician, what kind of got you into music? What is like influence-wise, artists?
Jack Black, the movie School of Rock.
Yeah.
Watching that as a kid, I was like, I just got to do it. And that was big for me. My mom, she had a lot of rock and roll CDs as a kid that we'd listen to in the car. She was actually the first one to show me, like, you know, Rob Zombie, AC/DC, stuff like that. Really, you know, got me into it. And then this guy I knew ended up just giving me a bass for free. He was like, "Hey, there's a bass in my attic. You can have it if you want." And I took that up, and it's still the bass I play at shows.
Really?
Self-taught, got myself into it. Now we're here.
Nice. So how'd you get from the Rob Zombie AC/DC stuff into the punk stuff? How did that exactly come about?
I think it was playing those old Tony Hawk video games actually.
Nice.
And like I was just like, who's Bad Religion? And you know, I'd go into the menu of the game and find the song list, and I was like, oh, this is some good music. They don't play it on the radio, so I kind of had to dig for myself. And
Yeah.
then it's taken over my life. It's disgusting.
Nice. Kinsey, what about you?
Well, I have a history of musicians in my family. My grandfather on my mom's side was a famous country singer in Branson, and
How famous?
not super famous.
Okay.
But
Would I recognize the name?
I don't think so. His name
Who
was
is it?
Danny Bird.
Okay, I don't know.
No, yeah, he played like the shows on the Branson Strip, like
All right.
on the Presleys, and with Mickey Gilley, who, believe it or not, is like related somehow to Jerry Lee Lewis. So there's a lot of like country and blues influence in my family, and my parents just kind of raised me to love music. Like there was always music going on. Even like before I was born, the only way I could like be still was through music.
Oh, it was fate.
Yes, it was fate.
Yeah.
And so it was something that always clicked with me when I was younger, but you know, all these little girls grow up, you know, they want to be like princesses and doctors and all these things, and I wanted to dress up and put on talent shows for my family, and
Okay.
like sing and do all that stuff. And in the back of the car, I'd always ask my mom to play Gwen Stefani's "Holla Back Girl." I was like 4, and it was my favorite song, and it's still a great song to this day. And so I think as far as like artists and influencers, Gwen Stefani was what really got me into this like pop rock princess kind of vibes.
Okay.
And I don't know, I continued following in that direction and developed my own sound as I went along, just, you know, what I feel like I'm good at and whatnot, and it just always kind of clicked with me.
All right, cool. And the sibling is Mason, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Mason,
sir.
what about you?
So I started off playing Rock Band on the PS3.
Okay.
And that right there is enough backstory. No, okay. So the first actual full song I played on Rock Band was "Say It Ain't So" by Weezer.
Okay.
So I'm already kind of into like rock, and then I slowly moved into playing more like Nirvana stuff on Rock Band. So I was getting into grunge too, and once I heard there was like those songs were fun to play, but then one of the songs by Paramore, "Crush Crush Crush," came on. And that one just stuck to me, and I still listen to it to this day. I don't know why, but I just like Paramore has probably been the biggest influence I've had, alongside Rise Against. Probably I listened to those two bands like religiously, daily, and I drum to them all the time. And
Yeah.
Rock Band was probably like the biggest contributor to like my music starting off, like playing the drum kit and stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's interesting. Well, and it makes sense kind of because that you're the drummer. Because if you're playing the stupid buttons on the guitar, it doesn't help your guitar playing at all. The drums, it's like actually practicing drums though.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it. And finally, Dylan, what about you, man?
Music for me was always there when I didn't know how to say anything else. Like, I use it as an expression format, not necessarily just in lyrics. I'm a classically trained musician.
Okay, all right.
I don't brag about myself a whole lot, but I'm on a national registry for violin performance.
Really?
Um,
Hey, everybody.
all throughout my life, I mean, I've always been a major recluse,
Okay.
that weird dude, basically.
Uh-huh.
So when I'm up in my room for days on end, I don't have anything to do except for play music, and it's been my best friend throughout my entire life, and I love every chance I can get to express it, and this band really helps with that.
Nice. That's a very cool story. I like that. All right, right on. Let's play another tune. What do you say? It's going to be the last one we play in studio, but we'll have another one we're going to kind of premiere
Yeah.
later on.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we got some world premiere action going on today, people. This one, though, before we get to that, is called So Down. Can you tell me about this song?
Once again, this is another one in the band that I wrote, and it's changed a lot from when it first started. When it first started, it kind of blew. It wasn't a great song at all, but it's formed into something that's playable, and I think that people enjoy. I'll preface it by saying on the recording, it is a lot faster and a lot harder than we're playing it here acoustically, but I hope you guys like it.
What's it about?
This one's about, I hate to sound basic, but it's kind of about sticking it to the man. So,
Sweet. It's rock and roll, man.
oh yeah.
Well, right on. Cool. Once again, it's the Violet Tides. It's Studio 94.9. This is called So Down. Take it away.
Take one look around, tell you what I see. See 7 billion people staring right at me. Was it something I did? Man, you gotta let me know. Really think that I don't belong? Really think I should go? People got me so down, they got me so down. But I guess I can't complain. People got me so down, they got me so down. But this stays the same. Hand me a boy that didn't last too long. Found out the hard way, love ain't too strong. So sit down, shut up and tell me, who the hell are you? Who made you the big man, telling me what I can and can't do? People got me so down, they got me so down. But I guess I can't complain. People got me so down, they got me so down. But this stays the same. People got me so down, they got me so down. But I guess I can't complain.
Sweet. So Down from the Violet Tides. It's Studio 94.9. Now, you guys are easily the youngest group I've had in here in the 25, I think, weeks I've been doing this. How old are you guys exactly?
So I'm Mason, and I'm the youngest. I'm actually only 15.
'Kay.
So I can't even drive on my own yet.
You can't even drive yet. All right.
And then the rest of us are 17, juniors in high school.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. That's impressive. The Rock Band thing just like totally makes sense now that I found that
Yeah.
you're
Yep.
15 years old. This is awesome. All right, well let's talk about your new tune. You just sent it to me. I think you sent it to me before it even came out, so I got a little
Yeah.
bit of exclusive action there. But it's called "Afraid of Being Saved." Tell me about this song a little bit, if you would.
So this song is, I don't know, I would say like as of right now, it's the best song I've written to date, in my own personal opinion, just because it took a lot for me to write it, because it was going back to a place in my mind and in my life where I don't really like to go. It's a really emotional song for me, and the whole story behind it is this idea of, you get comfortable in your being shy, being anxious. You get comfortable kind of surrounded by like the darkness that invades on your life, and even though like it's not great, it's not good for you, you don't really want to leave because it's uncomfortable. Doing new things, being somewhere that you've never been before, it's hard to do that, and especially for me, I'm really anxious, believe it or not, and this song kind of helped me get out that feeling of, hey, I'm comfortable being in this unhealthy place. And it was a realization for me that I shouldn't be there anymore, especially when I, met someone that really means a lot to me in my life. They kind of helped me realize that I want to be saved, but I'm afraid of being saved.
Wow.
Roll the credits.
That is
Oh.
deep. Wow. So you mentioned that you wanted to play this tune, the recorded version, because you're kind of changing your sound a little bit. Your sound has changed a little bit. Can you kind of go into that a little bit?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, when we were going through a whole bunch of band members, we've had influence all the way from like 80s rock and just a lot more hardcore stuff. And, I really want to make music my career because it is my life. It's what gets me through the hard times, the good times, and everything. And so, when we were going through this sound change and changing out band members, this group of 4 people now, we gel so well together, and the sound that we're going for now is a bit more of a produced rock sound. Doesn't sound so much like we're playing right out of our garage.
Okay.
And we just want to go for something that's really professional but different, something that people haven't heard before. And I feel like, on the radio you hear a lot of really cool produced sounds, and I wanted to take those elements but still stick to our roots of, just a little bit grittier. And so that's what I wanted to incorporate in this Afraid of Being Saved song. And so
I want to be hip and cool for all the
Yeah.
youngsters out there.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, once again, here's your exclusive world premiere from the Violet Tides, everybody. It's called Afraid of Being Saved. Hope you dig it.
Can you see what it looks like if you're standing on the outside? I can see you from the inside. Please pay no mind to my warning signs. Go away, stay out. Go away, stay out. Excuse the mess, I couldn't clean up. I had my doors locked and my windows shut. Watch your step and where you go. The ceiling's hang low in a torn up home, and I can't believe you make your way to me, 'cause no one's even seen to bother to stay with me. Have you come to rescue me? Beware all the debris. Have you come to save me? Bring a light 'cause I can't see what's in the dark, and I'm afraid. Just bring a light 'cause I can't see what's in the dark, and I'm afraid. Afraid of being. Can you see what I look like? Please pay no mind to my broken eyes. I can see you the debris. Have you come to save me? Bring the light, 'cause I can't see what's in the dark, and I'm afraid. Just bring the light, 'cause I can't see what's in the dark, and I'm afraid. Afraid of being saved. Oh no. Afraid of being saved. Oh no. I can't believe you dared to come this far. Closer and you'll see everything. My lies and my scars. Oh no, oh no. Have you come to rescue me? Where all the debris? Have you come to save me? Bring the light, 'cause I can't see what's in the dark, and I'm afraid. Bring the light, 'cause I can't see what's in the dark, and I'm afraid. Afraid of being saved. Oh no. Afraid of being saved.
All right, once again, that was the Violet Tides with their latest tune, some exclusivo world premiere action, Afraid of Being Saved. It's Studio 94.9, and before we wrap up this portion of the show, tell me what's next for the Violet Tides.
Well, we have a gig coming up on June 3rd. We will be playing the main stage at People's Fair down in Denver, opening up for Night Riots. We also are on the bill with a bunch of other local bands like Redlands, and just so many other cool friends of ours. So come check it out. We'll be playing at 1 p.m. at the fair, so it's going to be totally wicked.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Some other stuff coming up that we can't quite talk about yet, so be sure to get on our social medias. We got all of them you can think of. And also, just released a music video a little bit ago for Just Another Lie, which you heard earlier. So if that tune hit a spot on your musical bones, then go check it out, I guess.
If your musical bones got hit with that tune,
Yeah.
check out the music video.
It was a
All
lot
right.
of fun. It was a lot of fun. Lots of crime.
Lots of crime in it, huh?
Oh, yeah.
See, that's good that you guys get it out of your system now, because when you turn 18, then you start going to jail for crimes.
Oh, that was the plan, yeah.
Strategy, everybody. All right. Cool. Well, once again, it was the Violet Tides, or you guys are the Violet Tides, I should say. Studio 94.9. Can't thank you enough for coming in, sharing your music, and sharing your stories with us.
Yeah,
Thanks
for sure.
having
Thank you
us.
so much.